Welcome in, real ones, to another episode of Real Pre-Workout Reviews. Today we are going to be putting another pre-workout to the test, but I am trying something a little bit different here. I need you to bear with me. So for this week's episode, we actually live streamed it on my Twitch channel, did the full taste test review, did a performance review. Felt like I couldn't really rate the crash and value because of the live setting. So what you're going to see in a minute here is we're going to cut over to the live stream footage for the initial introduction, the taste test, the workouts, and then the performance review. And then we're going to shift back to me, see this ugly mug again to bring us home. And on that note, if you're unfamiliar with real pre-workout reviews, what I do here is I put the pre-workouts you care about to the test. How I do that is I rate them on 4 separate metrics from 0 to 5. Those metrics being taste, performance in the gym, pre, during, and post-workout crash, and overall value of the pre-workout. So those 4 combined get an aggregate rating, and we rate that pre-workout each week, whenever I release this video, from 0 to 5. So without any further ado, let's get to it. This pre is one that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Honestly, the barrier to entry to me was price. That's not necessarily uncommon with some of these bigger ones, but this is one that doesn't have samples. Again, that's a marketing problem for someone other than me, so I won't say anything about that. Ironically, TikTok actually ran a really good sale on these. I've been seeing their ads all the time. I gotta say, they're all over it in the marketing. Better or worse, that's where I found them. And this pre-workout this week is Ryse Godzilla. It's mean, isn't it? Well, it's Ryse Godzilla. This is the blackberry lemonade flavor. And this tub, yes, it's pretty fucking huge, if you can't tell. So there's my first comment on it. Second comment is Godzilla looks pretty drippy. He looks like he's about to fuck you up, so that's pretty cool. He's breathing lemonade fire. I like it. I like the colors. I like the label. This is the short version. I like the label. This is one of the ones that is a 40-20. So 40 servings if you take 1 scoop, 20 servings if you take 2 scoops. You know me, I'm the self-proclaimed pre-workout king, and obviously I am going to take 2 scoops. With that, I'm going to get 400 milligrams of caffeine, a whole bunch of other fun stuff. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, 400 milligrams of caffeine. Some of the extended release, some of the regular. We'll get into all the dosing and everything more on the back end with the value. This is more just my gut reflex on taste and my gut reflex on performance, and then whether it affects my gut in crash. It's all right. Let's open this bad boy up. Get this pre-coursing through my body. Oh, baby, let's see if we get some powder. Oh, Mom. Hey, I want you to know I didn't manipulate this. If you can see, the scoop's kind of on top. That's pretty good. It's major points to Ryse for one of the intangibles category, you know? All right, so this recommends 6 to 8 ounces of water for each scoop that you take. With me taking 2 scoops, I'm doing the lower end just because at a certain point it's just too much water for me. So this is 12 ounces of water, just about even. The idea being that I'm going to get the full flavor out of this, so it won't be watered down. This is their essentially lowest recommended amount of water for this amount of cream. So we shall see what happens. All right, my personal favorite part is the powder. Drop it like it's hot. Oh, yeah. And the beauty with the 2 scoopers is we get to do it twice. Enjoy this moment with me. Oh, isn't that so hot? All right, powder drop is down. We got to think of a song with Shake that I haven't done already, and I've used a lot of them. So Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture, I feel like I've done, but, you know, here's my lackluster version of it. All right, blackberry lemonade flavor. We're going to give it a rating from 0 to 5. And then we are going to feel it course through our veins and fuck this workout up as best we can. But we got to start with the taste. Cheers. For anyone unfamiliar, I always take 2 sips. trying to keep everything off here in the meantime. They call me old Johnny Two Sips. That was my nickname in college. Knee-jerk reaction. Good, not great. But yes, so my rating for this is going to be definitely out of 5. Throwing it out there, especially after the couple powerhouses we've come off of taste-wise. And yes, I'm going to do the thing. Up there, there'll be a card on the final YouTube video that has the playlist. Go check them out. It's not very strong in any part of the flavor. Juice cleanse, yeah, see, it counts. It counts. So that's kind of what's keeping it from those great marks for me, is it doesn't do blackberry or lemonade particularly well. If you had put a gun to my head and said, what flavor is this, without me knowing, I don't think I ever would have guessed blackberry. I can see what they were going for. But honestly, it's more like the blackberry was in the room when this was made. It's kind of like the LaCroix of pre-workouts. The blackberry was there. It was at least attending the situation. It was at the factory, but it didn't quite make it all the way in. And then honestly, kind of same with the lemonade. It's more of going for more of the sweet lemonade as opposed to sour, which is kind of funny to me because pre-workouts with, I believe it's L-Citrulline, naturally have a sour taste to them, so I expected a lot more sour. Very, very minimal. Let's call it what it is. The lemonade part kind of tastes like the 25-cent lemonade you get from the kid on the street to support him. And yeah, it's not the best, but you know, it's good. It's on a hot day. You feel good about the fact that you gave him a quarter. That's kind of what this is like. With all that kind of scathing way to say, you know, good, not great, it doesn't really have a lot of the artificialness to it that a lot of other pre's do. It doesn't leave me gagging, which pre's actually have done. Feel free to make jokes and comment. That's your blank check. But yeah, it's kind of just mediocre to me. I don't want to rate it poorly because I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great. So I'm kind of leaning towards, my gut is telling me that the taste rating for Ryse Godzilla pre-workout blackberry lemonade flavor for me is a 3.9 out of 5. I think it's not quite into the really good, great category just because it's not really hitting any of the marks of the flavor it's going for. And that to me, you know, is what it is. Yeah, it's me again. Can't tell. I miss some of the details when I'm in a live setting. I'm just flowing from one thing to the next. So what you're about to see now, and that I did not introduce well in the live stream, is you're about to go see the workout while I'm on Ryse Godzilla pre-workout. You're going to see the exercises I did for a chest day. It's just a little thing. We just had some fun with it. And then we're going to come back and do the performance rating. And then I'll bring it home with the crash and value here and get that overall rating. So cue the workout. Damn right. Happiness for all. Just giving out, make it rain happiness, you know? That's the goal. So we do. Aggressive uplifting. You will fucking succeed whether you want to or not. Deal with it. Get over it. Anyway, that's your message for the day. If you weren't here earlier, we gave it a taste test, and I gave it a 3.9. I thought it was good, but not great. Didn't have quite the level of flavor that I was hoping for, and had some slight artificialness to it. So now, I'm going to preface everything I'm about to say, because we're doing this live, And this episode probably won't come out for 2 or 3 weeks, realistically, knowing me. Maybe even a month. I don't know. I tend to procrastinate. It's a problem. Anyway, all that to say is I typically film this next part after my workout. I film that just alone. And I will do kind of an updated version once I let this completely course through my body. But I figure I'll give a preliminary rating on the performance. And then I'll let you know anything I feel about crash, but I don't want to give a rating for that yet because most of the crash rating comes from after the workout. This is just a new format. Let me know if you like this, don't like it, because I am kind of double dipping and essentially using a live stream to help film my own content for the YouTube channel. I just thought it might be something different to try, so any feedback will be more than welcome. Performance rating. I kind of touched on it slightly earlier, but the long and short version is the performance is solid, but not incredible to me. I don't think, personally for me, this pre-workout is not hitting me like a lot of the other higher level ones are. Which is kind of funny, because the ingredients on paper make it seem like it really should. I mean, it's got 35.5 grams of stuff in each serving, the 2-scoop serving, but still. I mean, 11 of that is citrulline. So, still, that's a lot of ingredients to have in a pre-workout. With that said, surprisingly, the 6.4 grams of beta-alanine tangled me, but actually didn't hit me as strong as some of these other ones at the 3.2 gram level do. But basically, my theory is the absorption of it just isn't quite hitting the way that other pre-workouts do. That's my uneducated theory, so don't come at me. I mean, come at me, but that's fine. This is just my gym bro opinion. I think this one is a solid workout. Didn't blow me away. It's definitely got the energy I need, but it's more of a under the surface energy and not like a, yeah, let's go. I know I'm yelling at you and talking and running a stream and doing all this shit. This is kind of how I am anyway when I stream. I definitely have more energy than I did before the workout, so I'm going to give it credit for that. And it definitely carried me through the workout just fine. My strength definitely wasn't better, which that could just be me, so I'm going to give that a grain of salt. But the energy itself was there, but not overwhelming. For all those reasons, right now, unless new evidence comes up as I kind of come off this, the performance rating for Godzilla by Ryse is going to be a 4.2 for me. I think that puts it really in the good and the solid category, a little bit above good. Good I kind of consider about the 4.0 range. Good enough, essentially. 4.2, yes, it's a little bit better than your C4s, your basic hides, your shit like that. But it's not blowing me away like some of these other top pre-workouts are. So 4.2 is my rating for the performance for now. If that changes, I'll let you know on the full video, but that won't be out for a few weeks. Hi, real ones. It's me again. Now you're stuck back with me here. So let's get right into the crash, value, and overall rating of this pre-workout. So as you see, we're coming off of 4.2 performance. Good, not great. How does the crash feel? How did this workout carry me through the rest of the day? What effects did I feel from it? And honestly, this one kind of stays par for the course. It's good, not great. I'll say really good. There wasn't anything shockingly negative about it, so that's why I'm not going to rate it low. But with that said, it's also not one of the ones that really carried me through my day. It left me a little bit wanting in terms of stretching out how long it is before I start feeling fatigued, keeping my mental focus a little bit longer. It kind of lacked in those elements for me. So with that said, I'm going to cut right to the chase. Ryse Godzilla is a 4.4 in terms of crash for me. I think that's exactly where it belongs. Good, not great, but knocking on great store. If it kept me going a little bit longer, a little bit harder, it would have been a little bit higher of a rating. Got to go with what we have. Now let's bring it home with our fourth and final metric, and that is overall value of the pre-workout. So with the value rating, I take in the other ratings of taste, performance, and crash to kind of relate, am I spending the right amount of money for what I'm getting for this pre-workout? Am I getting the right servings? Am I getting the right ingredients? Am I getting the right dosing? Am I getting, all of these elements mixed together for this value rating? So with all that said, I don't particularly think this one is worth the value at full price. That's going to be the big asterisk. I got mine for, you know, a little less than half of what it normally goes for. For that money, yeah, definitely worth it. This pre-work retails on their site at $57. That is just shy of $3 for the full dosing, the full scoops. Yeah, you only get 20 servings in the 57. To me, if you're gonna have that price point, if your price point is at 57 and you're only offering 20 servings, it's got to be the best damn 20 workouts I'm gonna have in my life, or pretty damn close to it. So for me, it just wasn't there. Taste was mediocre, knocking on good's door. Performance was okay, it was good. You know, the crash was solid, but nothing to write home about. No part of this pre is blowing me out of the water. No part of this pre, to me, justifies nearly $3 a serving. I think Ryse, with their branding and marketing, making it frequently on sale is an extremely good idea, because it is a value if you pick it up on places like the TikTok shop when a sale's running. Yeah, so for all those reasons, for the lack of being blown away, but the price point that does blow me away in the wrong way, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 3.6 in terms of value. I don't think it's necessarily the worst thing ever. Why the hell are you charging this? But it's not worth the sticker for me. The primary, you know, the undiscounted sticker, to be clear. All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get the final rating for Ryse Godzilla pre-workout, the blackberry lemonade flavor. So just to do a quick recap, we have a 3.9 in taste, we have a 4.2 in performance, a 4.4 in terms of post-workout crash, and we have a 3.6 in terms of overall value. So if you take those all, mash them together and average it out, you get total just over 4 at a 4.03. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. I think from the experience I had with this pre-workout, that's right about where it belongs. It's good, it's solid, but there's nothing to write home about with a price point that is scary to me at full price. So I think that's where it belongs. If there's another flavor that's astronomically better, that could definitely affect it. And if you get this on sale, you could get a pretty solid workout for a sale version of this that would be worth the value, in my opinion. So, all right, we have reached the end of Ryse Godzilla at that 4.03 rating. It's not knocking on the podium's door. It's not knocking anyone off, but you know, it's in the mix. I'm glad we got to take a look at it. So that brings me to our next part. After you like and subscribe to this video, I'm going to need you to drop in the comments what pre-workout you want me to put to the test next. Bonus points if you have like a link to a sample or hookups like that. But what do you want me to put to the test? What is that pre-workout either you've been using for years that you wanted everyone to know? Maybe that giant blockbuster one that I'm missing that I really need to, you know, give the real treatment to? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, be sure to follow me on socials, because I am doing a giveaway each month for Skull Smash Ammonia. You can see the rules post for that. It's pinned on my profile on my Instagram. I'm Wasted Sith on everything. You can't miss me. But it's time for me to leave you, real ones. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month. But as always, stay fucking real, or I'll find you. I will.